One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Noles will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So SMU's offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. This is a designed run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Young. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Darnold. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll do it himself. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Leads it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. On the option, he'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They've made third down offense a key and be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. Turning it on! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, SMU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The play action fake. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On the double. The Noles are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man, it's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Seminoles line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the D deny them on second and goal. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Berry. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Behind the chains now on second and long. Makes the grab. It's Young. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got enough for the first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This offense offense is so good. And they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Knowles are in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hand off from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, runs to the goal line. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Running to Green. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's
Turns on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this. Holds it in on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Berry. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. Ripping through the defense. The 20. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it in the middle. It's Young. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Got his man in the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Dropping back, it's Owens. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
SMU 35.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to fight. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Gets the back moving. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back.
We're watching this DB on film. I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Catch in the middle. It's Young. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. With the catch, it's Berry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Berry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Noles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Berry. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Looking to buy time. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Snagged in the middle. It's White. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. No, he got loose. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Scanning the field, it's Owens. He's got him. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Mustangs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Oh, they're after him. Got his man all by himself. Still on his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open. Make the
Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Florida State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trying to get behind the defense. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the 1st down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gives it on the option. Quick spin on the run. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Finding an escape route. Short gain on the play before he slides. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Mustangs are on the move. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They want to run this quarterback. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Dupree. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Number 19.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yard. Oh, they blocked the kick. That's a live ball.
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards. You've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find silver linings in games like this to get your team back on the field next time playing their best.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sets up the screen. Makes a man miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards.
He'll take the deep shot. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock.
There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sideline for the coaches.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that.
He caught it! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. but they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
SMU 59, Florida State 23.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Now on the option. They got 0 push up front and they stopped him in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. On the move, it's Berry. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Starting to feel a little pressure. It's complete on the right side. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.